A little chaos on Sundays, but we're getting there. And we are live by the looks of it. We'll wait for the audio feedback. And the audio feedback is there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another week of the ERL presented by Phantom. As we're still working out the kinks of getting the YouTube channel for this series is up, Phantom has been ever so gracious as to lend us theirs until we can get that set up. Do we want to thank Parley, the head of Phantom, who is racing in this league tonight. And could be moving forward. And we already saw one heck of a race last Sunday at Daytona for the start. As I'm getting told to join. So we're going to hop right on in. We'll get a quick look at the starting lineup. Once we join in, as the drivers are still loading up. Might miss the full start of it, but we'll see who's at least starting in the top 5. So there you go. Johnny B starts in first. Houdat third. Second, Marlboro Finest. FTR in the 14, fourth, and NF Real 45. Rounding out your top 5, we're hopping in. Oh, and for some reason, YouTube just wanted to shut out on me. There you go. You got a little look at your starting lineup. Here's the drivers are going green. Green flag waves. Side by side, they go into turn 2 off of the stream that I'm currently watching right now. Here we are. Johnny B in the 6. Gonna lead him on the bottom. Another one-lane track. The bottom is king at Atlanta. But the thing with this track is that it is rough. This is probably the roughest surface. Thought I just heard them all shut up, slow down. They're still green. Thought there was a yellow in the air. I just heard all the RPMs die. But yeah, this is probably the roughest surface these guys are going to race on all season, as the bumps on this track are insane. Really hard to hold the bottom. You really got to have a good handle on your cars. You see the 6 of Johnny B keeps losing it through the middle of the corner. 48 of Marlboro Finest is just continuously peeking to his inside. But now you're starting to see the drivers. Oh, and there he goes. Shuffled out of line, the 48. Because now we've lost all car noise. Man, the RPMs just sound... I think it's just because I'm used to hearing 2020s. The 2022s are so low. 48 now starting to fall through the field. Now, Houdat started third, up to second. And look at this. The 19 started top 5. He's dropped a little ways back. He's back here in 7th now. Or, sorry, no, 8th. And loses the bottom again. He'll drop even further. Same thing with the 1 of NF Real. But Granger, last week's winner at Daytona, with Takanasi behind him. This is just like Daytona. These two were linked up for a good bit of that race. The Stewart-Haas teammates. Meanwhile, though, RFK in the 6 of Johnny B leading. Why not do a run through the field with the 6 in the front? Houdat third. The 14 of Granger runs third. Teknasi, the 4 car in 4th. The 5 of Trackside, rounding out your top 5. It'd be awesome if the cars just match their positions, but that's not the way through the whole field. The 6th place is this 2 of Prime Gamer. Yeah, you just hear how low these RPMs are. It's insane. And that's the 48 of Marlboro Finest. Settles in now in 6th. Run through the grass, though. Decided to leave his tire treads on it. Running in the 7th spot. Got caught up by that 23 of Super Condi. I love it, too. I tried calling him Condi, and he gave me crap for it. It's like, it's Super Condi. And I'm like, we'll change it when you win. I say that with a heart emoji. I love you. Please don't hate me. But yeah, Super Condi right now running in about 8th. Behind him, that 20 of Marcus E-Dub. He's running in the 9th position as everybody keeps getting their way around here. The 11 of Pittman started near the back. Started to work his way up to the front. As right now he runs in about the 11th position, I believe. The 2 car now out of line. He's going to have a great entry, though, into turn 1. Allows himself to get back in there. Might even have a run. Oh, battle up at the front, though. The 6 out of line. Here comes Houdat to the inside. And look at how far this lead group stretches. About 15 cars deep as the 6 will now fall back. This could also be fuel-saving strategies. You just go out there, lead a couple of laps, and then drop back through the field, hit the tail end of this line so you can run half throttle, and then start saving. Prolong that first pit stop because we got a ways to go. 51 laps here in stage 1, so they will have to pit at least twice. Excuse me, to be able to make it to the end of this stage. Oh man, that 6 just has not found a home yet. Excuse me, to the bottom. He's dropping all the way past the 20 now. Yeah, Marcus Ida by the 6. He's to the 11. The 18. Haven't gotten even to him yet. That's Parley. Which is weird because Parley's usually a Chevy guy. Now out here running in the Candyman's number 18 Toyota. Because right now he says, well, 10th. Wow, so the 6 falls from the lead to outside the top 10. That 6 is now sitting in 11th. Behind him, that's a 21 of Corey H. that sits 12th. And now Parley shuffled out. Shuffled to the outside line. He's going to take a tumble. The 6 back in the top 10. Luckily for Parley, there's enough room between him and Corey H. that he could get to the bottom. Behind that, Corey H., number 21, the 10 of Eagles, sits 12th. I think. I gotta do math. Sorry, my counting sucks. Sorry, that is 13th. Is my bad. Eagles sits 13th. Behind him, though, the 24 of Evil OGR. Oh, the 6 just... This is the problem, man, with Atlanta. Because as soon as you get out of line, you are out of it. He's going to drop a little even farther. So that moves the 24 up to 13th. The 22, that is... Trying to get a beat on him. There it is. The MFF Kari number 22. I should have known that. As soon as I hit it, he sits in the 14th position. Now the 6th falls to 15th. I believe the 44 is that of Field Filler, who sits 16th. And behind him, that is the 3 of True Death. That sits 17th on the track. The 1... Still learning the names. NF Real sits in 18th. The 12 behind him. The 12 of Viper sits 19th. That's the 15 of Bad 5 Martin that sits 20th. There's 24 behind them, a slew of guys. The 8 of Wrigley sits 21st. The 19 who started up at the front, real smooth, sits 22nd. Behind here, the 99 of Hootie who I didn't get the chance to say hi to before this race started. What's up, Hootie? But he now sits shotgun to the field back here in 24th. Up into the wall goes that 99. That's a 77 of Ty Scott that moved up to 23rd as we try to get back to your front, which is still the 9 of Who Dat. Not much has changed. The Stewart Haas Ford Mustangs still sit behind him in second and third. Granger and Technasi. As everybody is really minding their P's and Q's. Start of the race, so everybody was saying how this is going to be a long one and to exercise caution and patience. Oh, it's a 6! Oh, man, I saw him taking some evasive maneuvers there. Was able to regather it. Didn't slide up the track into anybody or something. Able to keep it off the wall. It's after this. Trying to remember what the next track in the schedule, but we can go down the point situation after Daytona. That is one to actually look at. Right now, the points leader after Daytona is not your Daytona winner. It is not Granger. It is the 6 of old Johnny B. The 5 of Trackside sits second, behind him by 4. Johnny B up 49. Trackside at 45 in second. Technasi in the 4 with 43. Granger 42 with a win in those 5 playoff points, which he will gladly take. But you would think, though, he won the race. They were up at the front for most of it. But it's because of those stage wins that Johnny B and Trackside got that are really helping them out and got them first and second. Now only 1 point separates a lot of drivers, actually. I forgot. There's only been one race. The Eagles sits 5th in the point standings. And you got Marlboro Finest in the 48 and 6th. True Death sits 7th in the 3. The 9 of Who Dat. 8th, the 11 of Pittman, 9th. Rounding out top 10 in points is that Bad 5 Martin in the 15. NF Real in 11th. Condi in 12th. Kari 13th. Field Filler 14th. Marcus Edub 15th. 16th. Viper 2000 or 20. That numbers are so small. 20, 40, 80, 20. And you got Hootie Who actually just below that cutoff line. And Ty Scott in 18th. Corey H in 21st. Here we go. We got guys signaling their pit in the 41 and the 40 and the 4. They're doing a NASCAR style pit stops. So the 5, you got a pit entering turn 3. Oh, the 15's around. Bad 5 Martin now back here with the 19. 19 now has a buddy. Probably not how he wanted to get one. And that is one that is a legitimately phantomed into his hood ornament. Here we go, the leaders. The two leaders now signaling the pits. The 9, the 48. That is the 6, the 12, the 1. Do a look back from the 9. Make sure everybody gets in here okay. Much better. And the 19 is out. Oh, the 4, Technasi! Around on the front. And here comes some more leaders. The 2. The 23 of Super Condi. Is the 2 of Prime Gamer. Oh, there's contact. Condi into the grass. And Condi now able to get to pit road, but he just lost a ton of track position. I don't know why, I just actually shut my stream off. That was smart of me, huh? I love how it doesn't tell me that he's actually live. That's fun. And now kind of hard, though, to tell who's actually up front. Here's Johnny B in the 6. There's the 9 who was your race leader when they came down, but I believe the race leader might be this 14. We'll see once Parley, whose stream I'm watching right now, gets off of pit road. It is the 22. It is the cars on pit road. We'll see when this 41 gets there, or 14, sorry, gets there. Where exactly? There is the 22. He is your leader, so it should be this 14 of Granger once they come around. And it is this 14 of Granger. Now the question is, look at the lead he's got. His pit strategy worked amazingly. He's got a healthy, if you want to go like fat kid healthy, lead over that 9 of who dat. Now he's got 22 laps to go, so he's not going to hold this lead forever. These guys will line up, they're going to work together, and they will catch him. Probably in the next 5 to 10 laps they'll be there. So right now it's all about these guys starting from the 9 all the way to the 18. How well do they work together? Can they commit to staying in a line and catching this 14? As we are now at 20 laps to go. Look at how spread out these guys are. These guys are still trying to get everything put together. You're starting to see that second group led by the 22 Akari. They're starting to get formed up here, but these guys being led by, I can only say the 11, are really starting, are really got to like lean back into each other so that way they can really start working together. The 15's around in front of them. Wow, what a save. Nobody collected, just a single car incident. Bad 5 Martin's day goes from bad to worse as he spun getting onto pit road and now spins just catching the apron. That's another part of this track. If you catch that apron, your car is going to go around pretty quick. In the blink of an eye, that thing will lose it. Now here comes the 9. You're starting to see the 14, seeing that they're getting closer. They're going to start sniffing his draft here in a minute. That's why you see the 14 starting to snake, trying to prolong them catching him. But you can only run from a bear so fast before it gobbles you up, and this one is charging. They're just running qualifying lines. They're letting him run whatever line he wants. They got the speed and the numbers behind him, or behind them, in order to catch him. That 22 group, led by Kari, completely broken apart now. He's jumped out extremely far ahead of that group he was leading. Here comes Condi to the inside of the 18, behind True Death in the 3, or behind the 19. There you see the leaders. They have caught him. You can see they're there. One too many. 19 or 14. Getting all the numbers confused. 14 running that high line. If you guys are going to run the bottom, I'm going to run the top. But now in the corners, this is where they're sniffing that draft. That's why you don't see him on the bottom for very long, but that's just ruining his exit. These guys are running it like Daytona qualifying. Now here they go. They have caught him. The 14's run comes to an end. As now the second group has caught him, but now that they've caught him, can they get by him? Coming to 13 laps to go. Here in stage number 1. We've already seen, based on Daytona, how much these stage wins matter. Almost as much as winning the race. Those playoff points that come from winning the whole dang thing kind of outbalance it. Or kind of help balance it. But, you know, the 14 would love nothing more than to get his first stage win of the season. Just to add to his already padded resume. Oh, and Marcus C-Dub just texted the chat and PlayStation, and he is out. Internet failure is the reasoning, but he is not going to finish. So now with 11 laps to go, this lead group right now, the one everybody's watching, but you do have some fighters coming. They're being led, not by the 3. By the 10, the Beagles. Field filler behind them. Good 5-car group right here. With that 6 up at the front. The 14's out of line. Granger gonna fall. And he's gonna let all these other guys go by. He'll look to drop to the tail end, but that puts the 9 back out front of who dat. That jostling is good for not only the 9 as it got him back up to the front, but it's also good for that second group. You can see them kind of starting to reel him in now. That got him a little bit disorganized. But you can just see the 10 just had a terrible exit off of 2. You want to be on the fastest line possible. You want to be hugging the bottom the whole way around. And they just shot it up. And now look at this. This is not what this lead group needs to keep themselves up front. So we got 8 laps to go here, 7.5 now. So we'll have to put a pin in it. One Chevy, 2 Chevys, 2 Fords, and a Toyota. And look who it is. First time today, Parley is in the top 3. Newcomer to this league, jumped on this week, actually. So we'll see what he can do here in the ERL. Oh, he's going to get loose as hell. That's what he's going to do. Oh, man, he went absolutely sideways. Able to save it, but like I said, look who's coming. That 10. There he is, the 10 of Eagles. He might just be sniffing the 18's draft going down the backstretch, losing it in the corners. Is this 5-car trackside? Gonna get passed up by the field here. Only a little bit of a draft he gave the 9, but nope, this 10 be able to bring his whole group with him. 5 laps to go. Coming to 4 as they go through 3 and 4. Now 4 laps to go when they cross the line. This is now a tall train. Now it's really detrimental if you get out of line, as you'll lose more than just 2 or 3 spots. You'll lose you'll lose at least 10 if you're one of these guys up at the front. Here they come through 3 and 4. To be for 3 laps to go here in stage number 1. Oh, car line, the 2. Trying to get to him. I went the exact wrong way. Prime Gamer, here's the prime example of what I was talking about. Now that the 2 groups are together, it's just going to be a landslide. All the way down. And now look how racy they're getting. They're coming to the white. And look at the 6 backing up with the 14. This is going to be a Hail Mary run. White flag is out here in stage number 1. As Johnny B and what looks like the 48 Marlboro Finest set to the outside. Here comes that inside line. But here he comes to win stage 1. Cars wrecking behind him. Oh, Kari in the wall. But it will be Who Dat winning stage number 1. Oh, wow. That was crazy. Johnny B. Nope, that ain't it. So it will be Who Dat in first. I'm trying to get the full rundown of the stage one, but you got the 14, who I know came in second. You have the 3rd, the 6th, the 10 of Eagles 4th, rounding out the top 5 field filler. Parley 6th, Corey H 7th, MFF Kari. Oh no, he ended the stream. Oh dear. Well, now that's just unfortunate. That's alright, luckily we have another one. That's why you always have more than one stream, kids. Ooh, wow. Yep, might as well throw the yellow burner. All right, but up here at the front, who dat? Now back in control. As everybody gets all single file now. Except for those guys at the back, they're still feeling a little racy. As we'll jump out back here with the 12 of Viper. The 8, the 77, and the 19. Gonna be dropping through the field. There's that 48. These are also all the guys that got caught up in that wreck. We saw the 12. We saw the 48. The 5 of Trackside. The 22 of Kari. 2 cars up ahead. Or technically from where we are, 4. Right behind that 99 of Hootie Hoo. But everybody now is minding their P's and Q's. Trying to get back to the front. This is the one thing I can't wait for in that new game, is being able to select the driver you want to see. Oh, everything NASCAR. What's up, buddy? I joined your Discord server, by the way. But right now, who dat has been in control for a good bit of this one. I'm like studying the point system right now. That'll definitely be good for that 9. So right now he sits 8th in points, so that stage win will definitely be a boost for him in the point standings. Now it's all about capitalizing. My username is Best Boy. Because I'm not just good boy, I'm the best boy. But everybody's now starting to spread out too. You're really starting to see them spread out here in the back, starting with that 11. NF Real back here with True Death. Here in 12th and 13th. And you got Hootie Hoo in 14th back there, getting shuffled out of line by Kari. Assault by Friendly Fire, as these guys are in multiple leagues together, the 22 and the 99. Oh, Hootie Hoo trying to find a hole that ain't there with the 2. And now here comes the 3. Will he have the help? Doesn't matter. He gets by the 1 of NF Real pretty easily by himself. Now up to 12th goes the 3. That is 11 cars in a line you see just ahead of him. The mix mosh of different teams, makes and models. But one thing still remains the same. I got flagged for being a bot. That's funny. And right now, though, 9 laps complete of 50. Then we'll have another, what is it, 60 lap shootout for the finish after this one, I believe, somewhere around there. Trying to do math, but that wasn't always my strong suit. Oh, the 10 shuffled out line. 21 in with him. Oh, he's around. Corey H. Oh, another 2 cars collected. The 19 and the 12 again. And that will bring out the yellow. Our first actual caution of the day, surprisingly enough. So how will we shake up the field here? As everybody will be coming down to service their cars here, make adjustments. Kari chiming in the chat while racing, by the way. That's very reckless. But saying how crazy it is over there in the back. And not really much shaking up at the front. That's a little disheartening, but we'll see what happens here on the restart from the look back cam. And we are back green. Oh, the 44 field filler. Run out by the 14 to the wall. Oh, they're getting squirrely in behind. The 15 tries to jump out there. 3 wide in the back. Now settles out to 2 by 2. Gonna ride on here with the 15 of Bad Martin. You guys shuffled out of line and almost shuffled into another driver. But actually did a good job handling that car. Was able to keep it just 3 wide, but now will suffer the consequences of being shuffled out in the first place and will drop through the field. I'm trying to get my trigger finger. Get back to the 9 of Who Dat, who's starting to break away here. Oh, field filler up into the outside wall. He's going to drop like a stone right now. Oh, and the 14 out of line. Granger, that is detrimental for him. He'll drop through the field. Now move the 18 of Parley. From the 23 of Condi. Up a spot, the 24 plus 1. Will there be a gap that forms? It definitely does not look like it. 14's gonna have to hold on as best as he can. Man, that 14, I thought that was him. He's dropped back in line here, just in front of the 22. Akari, the 6, hits the apron, tries to come back down, but Parley fills the hole. Wow! 6 was desperate to try and get back to the bottom because he knows how far back he's going to fall, especially now that Kari's to the bumper of the 14. That hole that was there for Granger is not there for that 6. And, oh, he is going to tumble again. Same thing happened to him in stage 1. And look at this 23. Haven't really talked about him besides that run through the field we had at the beginning. He's up to 3rd. This 24 of Evil OGR. Eagle Ogre, I think it's supposed to be. But he's in the top 5. The 5 of Trackside. We saw him get caught in a spin, I believe. He sits top 5. Then you got the 10 of Eagles. 6, the 14 of Granger, who was running top 3, now sits in 7th. Kari, where did the 6 end up is my question. Oh, boy. Okay, he didn't fall that much farther back. Only 4 more spots than the 14 did, but that is still terrible. From sitting in 2nd. One mistake by the 9, he would be your leader. Now he sits outside the top 5. Barely even holding on to a top 10 spot right now. Actually, no, he's outside the top 10. This 6 sits in 11th. Now that I actually got to count out how far he is away. That's also something I can't wait for, is to be able to see what position people are in without needing a live stream. But I'm telling you what. A lot of new faces up here. The 24 going to jump out of line, try and help his entry. Doing a little bit higher entry. It took a little bit too long and messed it up. Luckily, the 5 aired on the side of caution and gave him a break. Allowed that 24 to get back, allowed that 24 to get back in line and didn't really stack the field up too much. Right now, 22 laps complete of 50. This will be 23 completed. Or the start of lap 23. Leaves us with about 28. Almost to the halfway point here in stage 1. Only one real caution here so far. 2-car spin, or 3-car spin at the back. Everybody else, though, has been minding their P's and Q's for the better part of this one. And this 9-car has been up at the front for about 3/4 of this race. Already won stage 1. They are going to have to pit one more time, I believe, I think, to be able to get to the end of this stage. We'll have to wait and see for that. Right now, though, these guys running qualifying lines. Oh, the 23. Ooh, the 19 coming down. Yep, here comes the 4. So they do have to pit one more time. When did Condi get shuffled out? Yeah, he did. Him and the 21 completely shuffled out. Condi was running 3rd. I went off on a tangent and completely missed it. Well, shucks. Strike me down, I guess. Actually, I'm going to try and utilize that points page so that way I can get used to seeing their numbers. Evil Ogre. And you got Eagles and Trackside rounding out your top 5. There you see the 14. He's jumping to the bottom. He's going to be all by himself, though. He's got the 15 way back there. Going to look to pit with him. But other than that, nobody. You want some more. You want more than that coming down with you. None of the other Stuart Haas cars decided to go with him. You would think, though, at a track like this, more of your team would go down. So we'll see how this all shakes out. We'll stick with the leader for right now. His MFF Kari has moved himself up to 6th. He was running in the back for the better part of stage, or for all of stage 1. And the start of this one, but now has worked his way up to just sitting outside the top 5. Another run down the back stretch and another run of not seeing guys jump to pit road. You'd think, though, as soon as cars start trickling down from this lead pack, it'd bring the rest of them down. But that's the thing with this here pack racing, is that is not the case. If this was a track like Chicagoland, for instance, then yes, because you haven't been running in a draft. You don't have this draft help to be able to keep your lap times consistently fast. At Chicagoland, your lap times will drop, and that'll force you to have to pit when the field pits, and no more than 2 laps, because everybody usually pits at the end of that fuel window. But here at Atlanta, you can prolong your pit strategy because you'll be running in a pack for about all of this race, keeping your lap times fairly consistent through the draft. So you're not losing any time to drivers on fresh equipment. Right now, 32 now. 31 completed laps, starting lap 32, giving us about 19 laps to go. There you see the 10 of Eagles poking his nose to the bottom. And man, if you're one car pitting, oh, that's got to be absolutely debilitating. You're going to have no help off of pit road. That's really where you want that partner to be. is whether or not you beat him off of pit road doesn't matter. Is to have somebody to fall back on to be able to help propel you off of the pit road to be able to keep your speeds up. Oh, the 6 around. Pole sitter Johnny B goes for a spin. Caught on the apron, going too fast. And now around is now your leader, that 18 of Parley. Only for right now, though, as we'll see more drivers, starting with the 2, the 12, the 3, the 21, the 11, and the 23. Stay out with Parley. Pittman and Condi. Literally have the roster sitting right in front of my face. All right, here we go. Parley coming down with Pittman. Once these guys make it, Condi, look at that, shoots by the 11, now up to the 18, and he's going to try and leapfrog him too. Oh, and dead heat to pit road. Where is the 9? Going to try and jump on with him as he's got his help, but I don't think he'll be the leader when those guys come off of pit road. I think it'll be one of those top 3, or one of those 3 guys up at the front. Between the 14, I believe that's the 1. We'll see. Let's find Granger. There he is. It is the 15 and the 4. There you see the 6. He's probably trying to stay on the lead lap as he spun it trying to get on pit road and by himself. So he didn't have any of that drafting help exiting the pits. And there you see your race leaders when they came down. Condi won that fight off of pit road. We'll see. The leader being the 77. So that tells me he has not made his stop yet. Here he comes. The 77 of Ty Scott wanted to go out and lead a lap. Can't blame him for it. We'll get back to the 14 of Granger, who will be your race leader. I believe it. When they come back around, that was just to get their lap back, getting by the 77. Now this is for position when they get back around to them. But it should be this 14 up at the front and trackside. Moving up a couple of spots. And now we completed the lap. And it is. Man, this 14 can just find his way to the front. That's incredible. And where did Parley fall out? Oh boy, he is significantly behind them. That's Condi ahead with the 2 and the 12. Who beat the 18 off of pit road, but my gosh, did staying out not pay off. Holy. We get back to the 14 of Granger. Coming down to the end of this stage here. Wait till they come back around to get a lap count. The 14 crosses the line. We're waiting on the 3 of True Death. And 11 laps to go. Almost down to the single digits. And you see that those lines in the back are nowhere near as formed up as this line is up at the front. A drastic difference than the end of stage 1, as that front line was too busy trying to work stuff out amongst themselves that they allowed the second group that was running them down to be able to get there, turn it from a 5 to 6 car group to about a 12 car group. Then we had that nasty wreck at the end of stage 1. Didn't affect the winner none, but if we had that smaller group, it probably wouldn't have been so severe. And that second group back there being led by the 23 Akandi, not that well formed up. I'm actually curious. We'll see. I mean, there's still a shot. The 23 Akandi can catch this lead pack here, but there is just not enough help from behind to be able to keep him there. We'll get back to the 14 of Granger, and we'll stay with the leaders as we got 8 laps to go. Almost can count the laps down on one hand. That is the 6. Your pole sitter trying just ever so desperately to stay on the lead lap. As Condi has actually caught this lead group, and it could bring the 18 with him. The 12 is right behind that tail end of that second group. Oh, the 48 jumping out of line, that's going to split them apart. That's perfect for the 18 and his pack, as they need that. There's something from this group to slow down to be able to get them closer. But now 3 groups trying to run down what is now a 5-car tandem. Up at the front with now 6 to go. Then we set up for the run to the finish. The 14 wasn't able to get that stage win he was looking for at the end for stage 1. Stage 2 coming to a close. You got to think he'll be hugging the double yellow. And how about that 15 in second? Doing an absolutely great job of working his way up through the field. Martin, he's been caught up in some incidents. Oh boy! Tried to go up and help his Haas teammate Tech Nasi in the 4. Almost got caught sleeping by the 15. You saw how quick he reacted to get that 14 back to the bottom. And now, as he's got a little bit of a lead, they'll catch him in the corner, which is exactly where he wants them to catch him. Does not want that to be on the back straightaway or the front stretch or nothing. They would have had one hell of a run. So now we come to 3 to go. 2 fingers down on that one hand. And look how long this group has gotten. I've just noticed one car is not here. Oh no, he is. I just couldn't see him. It was just blended in a group of yellow with the 22, the 12, and this 18 jumps up another spot. The 15 out of line. We're going to get a little racy up here at the front. The 6 doing an incredible job of keeping himself on the lead lap. This, the white flag, 1 to go. Here in stage number 2, the laps wound down fast. You see trackside backing up to the 9. He's going to try and have a run on this 14. Not going to do it. The 9 tried to get to the bottom of the 5. Through 3 and 4. The 5 out of line. Here comes the 9. But it will be Granger winning stage 2. That was who dat? Coming in second, that is Eagles in third. 48 will finish in 4th. And you got Condi finishing 5th, Trackside 6th, Evil Ogre 7th, Kari 8th, Parley 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Pittman in the 11. Now here we go. Getting ready to go green. They're in the Geico restart zone. This is the run to the finish. The mad dash. The 9 and the 14 side by side to turn 1, but we know how this story is going to end. The 9's got a hole on the bottom. Can he get there? He does. Trackside, Kari, Pittman all up on the top side. Oh, the 22 shoots down, not clear. The 12 had to take some. Oh, cars around the 77. Ty Scott in the 6. Oh, and that'll bring out the yellow. Our second yellow of the day. Ty Scott in the 6 of Johnny B. Nobody electing to come down pit road, it looks to be. Got a little too racy in the back. 2 cars came together, and that is all she wrote. Here we go through the Geico restart zone. This time the 10 of Eagles to the outside of the 14. Green flag waves. And we are at 112 of 162. So 51 laps to go to decide the winner. 2 pit stops required for this one. And strategies still in play as nobody elected to come down pit road. Oh, car hit the 10 of Eagles. The 5 of Trackside makes contact with the 3 of True Death. The 14. This is him. Yeah, this is all part of the plan. Granger's electing to drop more towards the back and a fuel saving strategy call. I'll give the 9 Houdat the lead back. The 48 made his way back up here. Of Marlboro Finest, Condi in the 23. There in 3rd, and Parley, who kind of shot himself with that last pit call he made. He's finally worked himself back into the top 5. Trackside also rounding out your top 5. A couple of cars leaving their tire treads in the grass. Oh, and Marlboro misses the entry to turn 1. That'll put. Oh man, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Condi. There it is, up to 2nd. Parley 3rd, and here comes Kari. Finally cracking into the top 5 tonight. But this 9 has been out front for a majority of this one, as we got 47 to go. Still 2 pit stops to be made in order to make it to the end of this one. And you know what? We'll pretend that this is on Fox. We'll do a crank it up. And I'll shut up once they cross the line here. All right. Not a whole lot changed there, but that was a pretty cool thing to do. Just listening to these VH running around Atlanta. And look who we got in the back here. Pittman in the 11. Sitting just outside the top 5. He sits in about the 6th position right now. And look at this. The 3 of True Death. Sitting in 7th. What a job by this 3. Working his way up methodically through the field. As now we are at 121 complete of 162. 42 to go. I'm not going to lie, usually you see Atlanta as one of a caution fest as drivers missing the bottom trying to work their way back down. Usually running into a guy, causing about a 2 to 3 car wreck and throwing a yellow. But these guys have been very well behaved, I must say. I always give props to good driving. Right along with Condi here in 2nd. Just look at the mess behind him. You see the leader right on his nose. You got to give it to these drivers, too. Being able to hold that bottom as well as most of these guys have. Condi, Parley, the 9 of Houdat has been not only controlling the bottom, but controlling the field. Trackside is falling back a little bit. He's back here at the tail end of that lead group. A lot of guys who did well at Daytona not really having the same amount of luck here at Atlanta. But like I said, this surface is abrasive. Very rough. It likes to throw you around a little bit if you're not careful. That's what you're seeing from a lot of these guys, just getting shuffled off that bottom. And losing a ton of ground as this line could go on for days. Oh, Hootie Hoo's out. I just noticed that. So 2 drivers out of contention. 3, the 19. Trying to get to him of Real Smooth. So 3 drivers out of today's event. The 9 out of line now. That might be a strategy call. That is. He lets Condi go by. We're going to jump on with him as now he's our new race leader. And we'll see the 23 lead his first lap of the day. You hear the teams over the radio. I'm listening to the game chat of these guys scheming. Not so much scheming, but communicating. They don't want to number one thing, don't lose this lead group. That's what you're hearing from the 10 of Eagles with the 14 of Granger, that they don't want to lose this lead group, and True Death is also a part of that, and he doesn't want to as well. Let's not forget, too, these guys aren't even in the same chat. They're mostly... You got True Death trying to communicate through 2 different parties and communicate them to each other about what they're doing. So to be able to have that and not have a complete caution fest is also a point to the good. Because right now we complete lap 129, 130 of 162. 33 now laps to go. That pit stop is drawing closer. You see the guys dipping to that yellow line, but they're not dipping below it, so not yet. Look at this. That 9 car didn't drop that far. He only fell to 4th. He's still in the top 5, so his plan worked out great. His Hendrick teammate let him in the 24. We love seeing that. We love seeing nice team racing of Evil Ogre. And also, I totally didn't even give love. I just thought about this. I did not give love to that 22, Akari. He's been out back all day. He even jumped in the chat to talk about how crazy it's been in the back. But now he sits in 3rd. So what a great job by these guys. Methodically working their way up closer and closer to the front. Now as we wind the laps down, 27 to go. These guys should be getting closer to that pit cycle. I wish I could see how close they are, but I cannot. Oh my God. Really just shut my stream off. We got it back open again, but that was ridiculous. Oh, here we go, getting ready. Drivers starting to look to the bottom. Here they go. Big group of cars. The 23 Condi having to take last second steps. The 22 gets pounded by the 24. And Kari into the wall. Oh no, the 10 around into the 3. The 18. The Parley spins. The 3 of True Death able to make it through all of that. Oh no, and 2 races might be over. As the 6 comes out, these guys... Oh, the 9 already out now. Oh my goodness. What happened? Too much happened there, to be honest with you. Where did the 18 fall down? Here's the 18 and the 22. They're fixing their damage. Meanwhile, you see everybody just leaving pit road while these guys are sitting down here fixing damage. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. And lucky break strikes for them as a caution flies. You saw why. The 1 spins. 2 cars, the 1 and the 2, collect each other, and we got a yellow. And boy, if the 18 and the 22 did not just breathe a sigh of relief for that one. Wowee. And the leader was the 4 of Technasi. So 3 cars, Technasi, Prime Gamer, and NF Real did not pit yet. So they will have to come down. NF Real is one of the ones who brought out the yellow. It looks like everybody decided to come down one more time. This will get them to the end. I don't think we all have to pit anymore. We'll have to see when they come out of turn 2 to the back straightaway. If they need to pit, they'll dip it right here. And they do not. And you see the 9 has a run. He's got it working right now with the 24 helping him. The 2 teammates up at the top. We haven't seen this high line work yet today. The 48 is not there with him to help. Nor is the 5. So these 2 teammates are on their own, and now they're going to be on their own, dropping to the back. Oh, the 22 Akari gets involved with what looks like the 15. It was Bad Martin and Kari have a getting together here. As I hate that stupid glitch. I'll just mute all engine audio. It's so cool. Oh, the 1 jumps out of line. Oh, and jumps into the wall. Across the nose of the field. The 48 and the 5 have it coming together. The 5 trackside up into the wall. That was crazy. And just look at how this field has been jumbled up. The 9, who is dominant this whole race, now back here, mired in traffic. 9th place now after leading for a good majority of this one, while Technasi, who's where the 9's been all day, or who is now where the 9's been all day, the 9 is where he's been all day, so they just did a complete position swap. And Technasi now finds himself dictating the pace with Condi behind him in 2nd. Not the best position Condi's been in, as he's led for a little bit of this race here at Atlanta. We'll see how these guys work themselves up through the field here. Like track that's hard to pass. You got to capitalize on every mistake that somebody makes. And even though that caution saved Kari and Parley, you just see the bright yellow speck way in the back there, just in that 2nd grouping there. Parley just ahead of them. How much that little incident damage their race, but the guy who made it through that 3 of True Death, he is now up to 6th position, just outside the top 5, in line for a great points day. We'll see if he can hold it here as we got 12 laps to go. Counting down to single digits. And we'll see how hectic these guys decide to make it as everybody is on their own. Condi, I don't know if he's going to be in a team alliance with Joe Gibbs like real life is. But he does have the 11 behind him. The 4, however, has no teammates. So his closest teammate is that 12 car in 5th. So nothing to his immediate aid. That is Viper in the 12. So Viper and Technasi. 2 Stuart Haas guys. No, I'm totally wrong. That's 2 Team Penske teammates. Wow. Wow. I need to retire. That is just inexcusable that I couldn't even get NASCAR teams correct. His closest teammate is that 14 of Cranger. Back here in 7th. So yeah, that 4 Technasi has really no help. And look at them, they're backing up. Technasi to the high side, not letting them get that run they're trying to get. They want to leave them in the dust. Leave them for dead, they want. Because now we come to 8 laps remaining. Laps winding down quickly. Condi back to the bumper of Technasi. So they got a little taste of what that run will look like near the end. And it wasn't really that impactful. So might have to go back to the drawing board on that one. Now, 6 to go. 6 laps to go. Race chatter. Don't want to get it too loud so that way you guys can hear it. That'd be weird. The Technasi, though, still your leader. 5 laps to go. Inside of 5. 5 laps remain, and not a position has changed. We'll see, though, if these guys want to get racy and try that outside. That'd be sweet as hell if they did. Because that'd be interesting. I've never seen anybody make it work, but hey, this might as well be a drafting track, so screw it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Now 4 laps to go. Everybody's setting up. Oh, we saw a little bit of a glitch there from the 6. He's fine. He's checked up the field, though. Gandhi peeking to the outside. If it gets trying to bait him. Seen this move happen a time or two. Bait him to the outside and shoot to the bottom and get underneath his nose and give him nowhere to go but down. And that is down through the running order. Fourth Technasi is driven. One hell of a race. Didn't really get that much from stage points, but he is primed and positioned himself here more towards the end, as this is 2 laps to go. 2 to go as they hit this checkered line. Oh, and he's leaving a lot of bottom open. Condi trying to stick the nose in. He is there. Super Condi. With help from the 11, the 4 going to get left out to dry. Condi now up at the front. The 4 tried to squeeze into the 11. Pittman says no. Now you see everybody getting squirrely behind him. Condi with a huge lead. Everybody's going everywhere. This is the white flag. 1 lap to go. Can Condi hold on? He's running the top. Not letting anybody get a run on him. But it will happen through the corner. We're going to stay on here looking on the back. See if the 11 of Pittman can get that run. He will not. And Condi will cruise to the win at Atlanta. Pittman will finish in second. And Prime Gamer will round out the top 3. Then it is Viper 4th. Granger rounding out the top 5. Eagles 6th. Technasi finishes 7th. Houdat 8th. True Death 9th. And Johnny B rounding out the top 10. Then we'll get the... damn it. I don't know if we'll get the full field rundown. 11th will be Marlboro Finest. NF Real 12th, Kari 13th, Corey H 14th, 15th, Bad Martin, and Evil Ogre 16th. And that is all the drivers that I can see with their finishing order, but what a job. Prime Gamer up here.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it, man.
And then, can you get Pittman? Will I grab Condi?
I'm trying to... Yeah, I invited Condi. I'm going to try to get Pittman in here.
Oh, hi, Granger. I didn't even see you get in here.
What's up, buddy? Does anybody have Pittman as a friend? I do not.
I do not.
No, I don't know that either.
True, could you quickly invite Pittman? I don't have him as a friend.
Yes, hang on, let me pause.
I done got him already.
Alright, good luck with interviews.
You already got him? Okay, there you go. Before you start the interview, which all 3 of them come in here?
We're all in here.
Okay. Great win, Toyota. I think that's the first one besides Condi's wild win at Vegas, but a good top 2 and good race, everybody in top 3. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, True. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
And Walbridge, thank you for the broadcast, man.
Yes, sir. And we'll get to the driver interviews here in a sec. I do this thing where I like pulling up the car's numbers to every driver, so we'll try and get to the 2. There it is. The 2 of the driver, Prime Gamer, who comes home in 3rd position tonight. He's got his ears on.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
I was gonna say, man, you put yourself in good position. That didn't come without a heavy hand of hard work from you through pitch strategy and all that. Walk me through the race, man. You worked hard for this 3rd spot.
Oh man, it was hard to pass. Everybody was just running in the bottom lane. You couldn't run the top lane, so you just had to wait for somebody to slip up and hit the apron just to take the position. But these boys are like, it's kind of hard for them to hit the apron, so. Man, it was a lot about strategy. And then the last stage, I think the one car ended up running out of gas, and then he quickly turned left, and that would run the caution out when he hit my car when I was trying to pit. And that would left us 3 cars on the lead lap. And then that would give me the track position to stay in the top 5. And then I slipped up, so get distracted for a second towards the end, and then my buddy Viper let me in, and then I just stayed right there because I just said I'll just take a top 5 and I'll settle for that.
I was going to say, but the top 5, man, you got a top 3. That was one hell of a run by you. How hard is it? Just because I know Atlanta's a rough track to run, how hard is it for you, or was your car able to hold the bottom as well as some of these other guys? Because you could just tell, not many of these guys had the car to run that bottom.
Oh yeah, my car was definitely made to run the bottom. I couldn't even hit the apron, so I could just hold my line going all the way through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's why it's like at the beginning I could actually dime in the corner going into one when everybody was standing at the bottom, because I could end up getting more speed down in the corner versus me standing at the bottom. But then when everybody was standing at the bottom, I could able to still stay down there without hitting the apron. It took time. It's just focus. But the car could stay down there. I had a car that was made like that.
Well, hey, man, way to wheel that thing to a P3, and we'll see you next week, brother.
Yeah, most thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. And now we are to the 11 of Pittman. Comes home second, and buddy, I gotta give you the same thing. Same props to you. This did not come without a heavy hand of hard work from you. You were marred in the middle of the field for the good portion of that first stage, but slowly but surely you worked that 11 up. Was in position to win, but just couldn't get that run. Yeah, now walk me through that, because I'm still new to this whole team thing. Was it real? So how collective of an effort was it? Were they actively like, hey, go 2 clicks down on this, go 3 clicks up on this, lower your tire pressure? Like, what was the information that they were feeding you? I was gonna say I keep trying to figure out what the next track is. I can't think of it.
Yeah, Road America and then Phoenix and then I believe Vegas, Homestead.
Oh, sweet merciful. Yay, a road course. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
no, I just want to congratulate you on a second place finish, and we'll see you next week at Road America, brother. And now we go on to a guy who ran up front for a good bit of this race, as I just completely exited out of that screen, didn't mean to. That is the 23 of, now I can say it, Super Condi. I called you Condi the whole race, and I was making a joke that I wasn't going to put the super in there unless you won. Now I have to, because you did.
Yeah, man. I mean, when have I ever let you down when I needed to go get a win?
That's true, too. You have been known as the clutch driver, but walk me through this one, because you were up front for most of the day. You just finally got that little run you needed.
Yeah, to piggyback on what Pittman said, it really was just a team effort, because there was multiple times where, I was running up front and then I would, maybe tap the apron and come up a bit, and then I would get saved by either Parley or Pittman, God bless their souls. But it's just minding my own business, just, picking my, if somebody comes, you make a move, I'm not going to just straight up ram somebody from the back, but I don't really have much to say. It was just mind my own business kind of race and just get what I can get the most I can get.
Yeah, and you were running second there in those closing laps. When you saw that 4 get squirrely right in front of you and start drifting up, how big did your eyes get when you saw that gap form in front of you?
I got pretty happy because he was holding it down pretty well. there's you got 2 laps to go.
Now, was there communication within that team, like the 11 of Pittman, where if it came down to it, like on the last lap out of the final corner, that you two would jump up and try and slingshot past that 4, or was it just every man for himself? Hello?
Hello, you're
I hear you now. Still cutting out a little bit, though.
yo,
Maybe
you got me.
I got you now. So weird. It comes in so clear for a hot second and then just goes away.
Yo, you got me.
Yeah.
You got me now. Yeah, that's a piece of shit headset. I'm sorry. What were you saying though?
I was saying, was there a game plan at the end on that last lap? If that 4 was able to, like, were you guys scheming up ways to get around that 4? Or was it just every man for himself if it came down to it?
I'd say it would be every man for himself, just because you're not gonna. All the momentum by the time we get to turn 4, out of turn 4, the momentum would have shifted to the bottom, and we wouldn't have had a lot of help on the outside because everybody wants to keep their position. They want to get as much points as possible, and I can understand that. So I don't think that would have even worked. So it never even came into question or conversation.
All right. Well, hey, man, congratulations on a win and fixing up your communication so that way I could actually ask you a question.
Yeah, yes, sir. No problem.
And
You're
we
seeing
look
me
forward
many
to.
more of these.
Oh, I hope so, but we'll definitely be seeing it next week at Road America, as I know that you're a pretty dang good road course driver, too.
I gotta mess with that setup. I used to be pretty decent at Road America. I can run at least 201s, but yeah, I still gotta fix up that setup. So I don't know how much of a threat I'll be there, but I'm looking forward to that Phoenix, Vegas, Homestead stretch. I'd say look out there, look out on those dates.
All righty, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on a win, and we'll see you next week.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you for broadcasting. Peace
Yes,
out.
sir. And that will do it for us here. We want to, again, extend a hand of gratitude out to Phantom for allowing us to use our YouTube, or their YouTube channel, while we figure out our YouTube channel to be able to broadcast this on our own thing. But that will do it for us here. And I want to say action-packed. It was action-packed at the end. Race at Atlanta. Next week, Road America on tap. So we'll see you guys there. But my name is Walbridge. This has been the ERL, and we